There's nothing more frustrating than playing good golf and missing short putts. Here's a 5-step plan to never miss a short putt again. Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back Chris to another episode of Short Game Saturdays. Unbelievably, what's that thing up there?
Sun's out.
Sun's out for once. We've just got absolutely drenched, Chris.
Yeah.
Filming a video, but we don't mind, do we?
No.
How are you?
Very good, yourself?
Very good. Chris, when people come to you for lessons, how often do they miss short putts? Because 3-putting's obviously an issue for a lot of people.
Yep.
And if you do leave yourself this kind of range, you have to be able to kind of finish them off a bit, don't you? How's your coffee? All right?
Going cold, to be honest. But yeah, so I get a lot of lessons come. They say that they struggle with pace control, so we work on pace control, but then I watch them when they get to the shorter ones. Don't take any time, the routine changes, and from there they miss them. So they're still 3-putting. They're hitting it a lot closer, but they still 3-putt, and that's the problem.
And interestingly, you've hit a couple of the ones on the head there, haven't you?
Correct, yeah.
So Chris, what's the first point for never missing a short putt again? I know you've got a few and I've got a few.
Yeah.
What would you say the number one thing is to stop missing these pesky 5-putters, the knee knockers?
So the first thing I'd be looking at is making sure you go through your normal routine. So making sure that you still take your time, you still go through it, read it as you would, and then come in and hit the putt. And again, that's one of the biggest things I see people just rush in, try and tap them in, or don't take any time, and then miss, and they don't have any feedback.
So treat it with a bit of respect more than anything.
Yeah.
Now, one of the points that I'm going to give, and it's such a simple point that a lot of people might just forget it. So for me, if you've got a 20-foot putt for birdie, you're going to give that a bit of respect. You're going to take your time on it. Now, we've already spoken about routine. That was one of the first things. Always, always, always line up the golf ball on short putts, even if it's for bogey, even if it's for double bogey, because you're going to severely increase your chances, unless it moves like that one there, of making that putt. I see so many people walk into it, disrespect it, don't line the ball up, and from there make a mess of it. Whereas if you do line the ball up, you're giving yourself much more chance of holing that putt. And even if you make double, even if you make triple, even if it's for a 10, 10's better than 11, Chris, isn't it, as we all know?
Correct.
10. So Chris, that's two fairly simple points for holing short putts.
Yeah.
What would you say is a good third point in the 5-step plan?
Again, the next point we're going to be looking at is what we talked about last week, which is grip pressure. So too many times on these shorter putts I see people start to strangle the putter, start to have some kind of forward press, and everything starts to change. So here we're still thinking a nice loose grip, 5 out of 10.
Still got that budgie in the hands?
Correct, still got the budgie in the hands. So again, just letting that putter swing, keep a light grip pressure, and then from here,
tell you what.
Flow. So keep that light grip pressure, make sure you're consistent with that. You would do it on a longer putt to let the putter head have a little bit of a swing. Same on these ones, don't tense up, because that's where I see a lot of people miss.
And that's a really interesting point. If I was to put that in my kind of layman's terminology with putting, it's don't hit the ball, still stroke it, still treat it as a putt, stroke it, and don't just try and knock it in or hit it in, which a lot of people do, especially when you're under pressure or you're even frustrated because you've missed your birdie putt, you've missed your par putt. Still treat it like a putt. So Chris, we've got 2 short putts here, one uphill, one downhill. Does it make any difference?
No, so the fourth point, as it brings it into, is picking a speed that you're comfortable with. So what I see, again, a lot of times here is people start to die them in, hit them softer, or they try and hit them harder. We want to be committed to a pace. So even if we was coming downhill, we're picking a pace, whether it's a foot pass, whether it's just pass, or you're dying it in. If that's your consistent speed, stay with that. So here I'm basing it on a foot pass. So I've gone through my routine, I've come in, and that's entering.
Oh, no respect to that one, straight in there.
It's going to go a foot pass. So I'll still do the same here. I'm going to line this up. I'm going to take my time. And again here I'm going to be focused on still committing to hitting that a foot past. Going in with some speed. That could run past, but we need to be positive. When I see people getting tentative, it starts to break more and they don't commit to the putt, and then we have a lot of things going on with the face. And what happens when we do that is we can't break down why we've missed, because we don't know if it was the stroke, did we decel. Everybody says, oh, you deceled on that one. It's about being able to give yourself the right feedback that you can move on and then go to the next putt with confidence. We don't want to be questioning, oh, did I pull that, push that, did I decel, did I do 5 different things? We need to know why. So pick your speed, commit to the speed, whether it's uphill, downhill, or on a side lie, and go from there.
So Chris, 4 great points there, and one of the final points that I want to give is for people to take feedback. So take those 4 points. If you do miss short puts, if you have missed a lot of short puts in your time, think why you've missed them and work on certain areas of your short puts. We all work on driving, we all work on iron play, we all work on bunker play, we all work on long puts. If you don't work on your short puts and treat them with the respect, chances are you might miss them. Also, make sure you're confident with your short puts, because if we don't expect them to go in and we walk up to them shaking like a dog, then chances are you are going to miss them. So make sure you do all those points, be positive with it. Chances are you're going to hold more putts and shoot lower scores.
That's it. So be confident, take your feedback, figure out why you've missed, because if you figure out why you've missed, you can then move on to the next putt with confidence. If you miss one on the first, on the second, you can be confident to not want it. Don't just hit it and then just try and figure out what 10 different things you've done.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. That is 5 pretty simple tips to help you guys hold more short putts. We've all been there, we've all had rounds where we just don't feel comfortable, maybe you haven't, but where you just don't feel comfortable from 5 feet and in. Try taking those tips to the course and hopefully you'll shoot lower scores. Guys, I've been James Robinson, that has been Chris Dennis. That was another episode of Short Game Saturdays. I'll see you tomorrow.
And I'll see you next week.
Got it. Oh, that was miles away.